for most this summer?
Fencing.
Yeah?
Gathering cows.
Hey, welcome back to Rolling Hills Farm. Dave here. It is a beautiful sunny March day, the mid 40s. We're actually starting to think about maybe doing some field work. But today's video is a totally different topic, and it's not much of a reveal, but there it is, our new side-by-side. We made a decision to buy, or I should say Dawn made a decision to buy, a Honda Pioneer. What sold us on it was the nice big bench seat. You can seat 3 people here. Power steering. This one is the direct drive. Instead of a belt drive, you can see right down there a shaft drive right out of the engine and transmission to the rear differential. Same coming to the front. So why Honda over Polaris? We actually looked at quite a few Polarises, and for the most part they were comparable miles. They were less money than this Honda. We ended up paying a little bit more than we probably needed to if we got a Polaris. But we've been driving a Honda of a similar vintage. Our neighbor has one, and we've been using it off and on for a couple of years, sort of testing it out. So that was one thing. Another reason, well, we found this just down the road. I mean, we literally were able to, after we bought it, drive it home. And it had the most important options we wanted. It had a roof and a windshield, and you know, those are extras. And then there was the intangible, and I'm sure Polaris fans will probably object, but as we talked to Polaris owners, we just found a lot of recalls and mechanical issues, more than we found with Honda owners that we talked to. You know, it's not scientific, and we maybe just talked to the wrong people, but we got a lot of negative feedback from Polaris owners. Actually, it was more from former Polaris owners. And you can see we've already got it outfitted with a toolbox that fits right in back here. Right now it's the chainsaw and associated equipment, because we've been cutting and moving brush with it so far. Its next big job will be fencing. You can see as I drop the tailgate, we've built up a little rack here just to keep this up in the air, and there's tool spaces. A couple of buckets will sit here for whatever. They could be feed buckets, or in our case for fencing, there'll be fencing supplies. The first fence repair of the season. So one of the nice things about this open side and how low you are to the ground in this, it's just easy to check fence as you drive along here, to look at the insulators and make sure they're all on the posts, make sure nothing's shorting out. Well, this is your side by side. What do you think of it so far?
Okay, so far I haven't used it enough yet.
What do you think it'll be used for most this summer?
Fencing.
Yeah?
Gathering cows.
Yeah, but when you're looking for cows in this pasture, this is going to be nice.
Yeah, I don't have to walk 3 miles to find a cow.
Well, it's the next day, a beautiful sunny day, and we're headed down to neighbor Dave's this morning to load up hay for YouTuber Brent Erickson. He's driving down from Lake Superior's North Shore. Brent lives way up the shore north of us, and picking up a load of round bales. The round bales that neighbor Dave has left over after selling his cows. So let's get down and load up some bales. Well, that fits in there nicely.
Yes.
It's like we did it on purpose. You know, these really look good on the ends.
Oh, they're beautiful. They're beautiful.
Nice grass hay.
Yep.
So is this a miserable drive?
Kinda. Terrible bumps. Probably gonna use skid steer and park it there and unload on both sides and throw them in the pole shed.
Like us, Brent got hammered by last summer's drought, and his hay production was significantly down. And so he's doing neighbor Dave a favor by coming to buy some round bales, trailering them back up to his farm up on Lake Superior's North Shore.
You want me to hook it on the bottom of the frame then?
If you can.
I got plenty.
Okay, here, I got a twist here too.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, everything costs twice as much when you live up there because you gotta, you know, get these years you don't have enough hay. It's more to drive. It's always.
Well, thanks to Brent Erickson and his son Kai for a great visit. Check out his YouTube channel, Brent Erickson at We Farms, and you get a glimpse of what life is like farming up along Lake Superior's North Shore, a more hostile environment than here. As for us, well, it's time to get into the shop and get working on that manure spreader. Our next project, putting a new floor and adjusting the chain on an old piece of equipment. Another example of how we can keep inexpensive old equipment operating on our farm. Thanks for watching. We hope you come back to see it. See you then.